This is the third day of our copywriting training, and we started with introduction to copywriting. Then I spoke about classification of copywriting. In other words, types of copywriting. Spoke about direct response copywriting, brand copywriting, which I told you is content writing. No, that's what people call content writing. And then I spoke to you about email copywriting, sales page copywriting, and blah 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 blah. And so we spoke about myths and ideologies about copywriting. So told you blah blah blah. We spoke about copywriting terms. Yeah, and then I explained prospect, what prospect is, what lead magnet is, what copy. I told you it's not I want to write 100 copies. It's I want to write 100 sales copy, not 100 sales 100 copies. That's nothing like copies. Copies is like books. I told you to research about it, make researches about it, and then you know the reason why. The plural of copy is not copies. The plural of copy is copy, or you call it sales copy. And I spoke to you about copy formulas. We spoke about it on Wednesday, and I think that's where we're going to start the training from. And so it's these copy formulas are quite interesting and very, very self-explanatory. I mean, I don't have to, really buttress the point. You just, in fact, from what we talked about on Wednesday, you should already have an idea about what we're saying. So today I'll just talk more about it before we go to sales psychology and how to make money as a copywriter. And I'm hoping that this whole session will not take us more than 30 minutes. I'm really hoping it won't take us more than 30 minutes. All right, so let's get started. Copywriting formulas. So I spoke about, was it 4 copywriting formulas that I spoke about yesterday? I spoke about pass, I spoke about pastor, then I spoke about patch, then I spoke about Ada. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
All right, thank you. So let's talk about ah okay. Okay, so let's talk about pass. Um I have some notes here, so let me send you a note. Let me send you a note. Now, first of all, okay, let me teach you about different types of headlines. Okay, I think let's talk about that first. Different types of headlines. Okay, there is news headlines, there is call out headlines, there is list headlines, there is how to headlines, there is blah 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 blah. You see, your headline is as important. In fact, your headline is more important than your copy, because if your headline cannot convince your reader to take a look to read your copy, then your copy is totally useless. So the function of your headline is to be interesting, romantic, seductive, persuasive, and attractive enough, and all the qualifiers you can use to really describe what I'm talking about. So you use your headline to attract your audience, your readers. You use your headline to attract them so that they can read your copy. And that's the most important one. Do you understand? That's the most important. Your headline, your lead, and your first paragraph. So there are about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 headlines, 7 types of headlines. So if you're there with your notes, listen to this. Number 1, the how to headlines. How to headlines. That's number 1. Number 2 is list headlines. Number 3 is question headlines. Number 4 is secret headlines. Number 5 is news headlines. Number 6 is reasons why headlines. Did I say number 5? Number 6 is the call out headlines. I said 7, sorry, I meant 6. Okay, so I'm going to copy, 6. Are you following the class? Oh Jesus. Okay, so let me send the list of them to the group so that you can all see what I'm talking about. The how to headlines, the list headlines, the question headlines, the secret headlines, the news headlines, the reasons why headlines, and the call out headlines. So let me explain them one after the other because this is very important. In fact, I almost skipped this. Thank God I did not skip it. Okay, now I'm going to copy some things to you. I'm going to send some things to you, some notes I already have about them. Okay, 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 okay. So the how to headlines contains words how to, especially at the beginning. So you will know the simple trick how to make money online, how to cook suya, how to cook party smoked jollof rice that will smell nice, not the one that will not be smelling at all. And you'll be like, why is this rice not smelling? Those of you that cook wolof instead of jollof. All right. Then how to dance for baby, how to play guitar. That's the how to headlines. Do you understand? So how to do this and that and that and that. Okay, do you understand? Now the list headlines is it contains so numbers that suggest um the 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 content of the copy. Now, here's what I mean. You've come across things like 7 ways to make money online, 7 ways to run out of the country. Oh, that's my baby. Yeah, see your head. Sorry about that. That's my my baby. It's disturbing, but don't worry. So, 7 ways to make money online, 7 ways to earn a living as a copywriter, 7 ways to die, 7 ways to pass your exam without reading, 7 ways to give birth, 7 ways to do this, that. So that's the list headlines. When you list something like 10 reasons why you should break up with your boyfriend right now, 200 reasons why you will not get married next year, 5,000 reasons why 5,000 reasons why your boyfriend is cheating on you. You know, huh? 5,000 reasons why you have to be rich. It's not 5,000 reasons. It's just one reason. Uncle Sapa. That one is enough. I don't have 5,000 reasons why you should be rich. Just one. Okay. So there's the secret headlines. I hope you're taking notes as I'm mentioning all of this. I hope you're taking notes. I hope you're taking notes because these things are very important. All right. So uh, there's the question headlines. The question headline, as the name suggests, is framed as a question that provokes responses like curiosity, joy, sadness, anger, fear, and other emotional triggers. Okay. Now, the emotional triggers are like the sales psychology that I mentioned, but we're going to talk about that one later. Now, you must, however, know the kind of questions to ask, or else you may not produce the desired effect. I don't have to explain this. You know what I'm trying to say. Let's ask when I get to the example, I'll tell you later. Now, the example of this is: do you know this secret method of making money online without stress? See, do you understand? It's like a question. Would you like to know how I make money from the comfort of my living room? In fact, without standing up from my bed. Would you like to know how I how I um I'm struggling to find example now. How I learned how to play guitar within 3 hours without any private instructor or registering at any musical school. You see now, that is like a question headline and it provokes curiosity. And by curiosity, it will strike like a joy in your heart. Do you understand? That's the question headline. Okay. So the other headline is the news headline. The news headline formula comes it comes in form of news. For example, at last, an expert copywriter reviews a secret way to make money, online money. Do you understand? That's like news headline. For example, if you go to the news, if you go to Google right now, let me share my screen with you so that I hope the network will allow me to share my screen too. So I hope you. Let's go to Google. Let's see news. Today's news. News today. You've seen Boris Johnson considering a run for UK Prime Minister. I will phase out fuel subsidy, says Tinubu. End Stars Memorial. Lekki toll gate is a cemetery. BB Nigeria. Blah 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 blah. So this news headline is more like a quote. A quote. Like you can put a quote in front of it and as the headline to arise curiosity. Oh, I made an example like that in one of the things I showed you. Give me a minute, all right, please. Give me a minute. Let me. Give me a minute, please. My brush. Okay, perfect. No. Okay, perfect. So, here. Good. Now here I made this. I made this like that. Now, if you can notice, if you look at this, you see quotation mark and closing quotation mark here. I don't know if you can see that. This is opening quotation mark. This is closing quotation mark. Now, what makes you physically fit is not the gym. Can you please turn off your audio? Thank you. What makes you physically fit is not the gym. It's not a special trainer. And it's not even a gym equipment. Now, I didn't send the whole copy, but if you continue to read the copy, you'll discover that. Let me find the whole copy. The screen is blank. It told me I'm sharing my screen. Oh, hello, can you guys hear me? Can you see the screen? Please say yes. Please, yes. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Huh?
Yes, I can see as you navigate through the screen, even when you went to Google to check the news headlines, I can see all of that. But when you brought it to this particular interface that has to do with when you were explaining quotation,
Okay.
it just
Okay. Let me explain the
dropped it.
quotation part.
Same as now.
Let me explain the quotation part again. Here's what I'm saying. Look at this quotation, opening quotation, closing quotation. Can you see that? Opening quotation, closing quotation. So the news headline is more like copying this. Oh, I cannot copy here. It's more like copying this part and using this part as an headline. So it's like I'm just starting a normal gist. What makes you physically fit is that's the news headline. It's just like you're starting a normal gist. Do you understand? That's like news headline. I don't have time to start, doing all of this. So let me stop sharing my screen so that the network will not interfere. I said AIDA, AIDA, PAS, that's pass. PADS, that's parts. Then PASTOR, that's pastor. So these are formulas. So let's explain PAS. AIDA Ada is already popular, so I don't want to explain it. But past is not popular. That's why I want to explain past. Ada simply means attention, interest, desire, action. That's Ada. So I already explained from Wednesday that attention, you get the attention of your reader. So you can use the attention headline for Ada. Then interest, you begin to build on the interest of what you want to sell into the heart of your audience. And it's already, I don't really like following Ada, although it's beautiful. A lot of people use it online, but I don't like to use it because, like I said, most people, I told you from Wednesday, I said I hardly use these formulas. I hardly use them. And the reason why I hardly use them is because most people don't like to read copy, sales copy. They don't like to read adverts. They don't like being sold to. So they will just skip your ads. That's why I rarely use them. But if I'm building a sales page, I'm going to have to use these structures, these formulas. So it's very important. I mean, it's nice for a start. Do you understand? Okay. So, but can you guys still hear me? No, please. Can you guys still hear me? All right, all right. Thank God for that. Okay, so let's talk about PAS. PAS, 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 PAS. I want to send a note to you. So the PAS copy formula was developed and deployed and popularized by Dan S. Kennedy. P stands for problem, A stands for agitate, S stands for solution. Now, let me explain. After you've written a powerful headline, the next that is expected of you is to bring up the problem faced by your audience. After that, you find a way to agitate the problem, that is, amplify the problem, that is, rub pepper and salt into their open wound. Do you understand? Put pepper in the problem, like make it big, make it big, make them feel the deep pain. After that, bring them hope by showing the solution, which of course is your product or your service. Here's a summary in form of equation: pain plus agitate plus solution. Do you understand? Let me give you an example. All right, let me give you an example. Uh, let me give you an example. Uh, 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 uh. So I'm going to use the call out headline. All right, that's the headline I used here as a call out headline. Painful menstruation. That's the call out. I'm calling out my audience. So the people that will read this, a boy will not read this. A baby will not read this. A woman without painful menstruation will not read this. Only the people who have painful menstruation will read this. So that's the call out headline. Now, if you've been having pain, menstrual pains, then you need to read this message carefully, because I also suffered menstrual pains for 25 years before I found a solution I'm going to show you. For 25 years, I struggled with deep pains every time I had my monthly flow. It used to be so excruciating that I couldn't sleep at night because of the tearing pains in my lower abdomen. Now, the person that if you don't have a painful menstruation, you might not be able to relate with this, because I'm a guy, I can't relate with this. But how did I come up with this copy? Well, I came up with it by researching, and I'm going to show you how to research now shortly. So I researched and I found this. So sometimes I felt like my intestines and bladders were being cut into pieces by a sharp knife. You see, I'm rubbing pepper on it. I'm amplifying the problem. Do you understand? I'm painting the picture in their heart, in their mind. I'm showing them what they can relate with. Do you understand? Then I'll begin to twist in pain and vomit repeatedly. If you've ever seen someone with a painful menstruation before, you know the twist. They are you know, repeating them and all of those things. You could even make up by saying, and then I became a burden to my friend, especially my boyfriend. My boyfriend was always worried. Anytime I'm close to my monthly flow. Do you understand? And all of that. And in fact, sometimes when my monthly flow is very near, I ensure that I don't go out. I avoid church like evening services because I have my pains in the evening. I avoid evening services. I avoid going to parties. I stay at home. But while everyone is going out to party, only me. Do you understand? So it can continue like that until you recommend to them the power, the seven magic of just bring out a very strange product name and then sell to them that say that's the solution to the menstrual pain. And of course, your product must work. If it doesn't work, you're a scammer, you're a thief, you're a liar, and you should be arrested. Do you understand? So let me give you another example of this that I wrote some months ago. Um, I hope I see it. I didn't want to give this example, but then let me la 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 la. Give me a minute, alright? Okay. Wow, I can't find this, yeah. Ha! This is not good. This is not good. Oh, I found it. I found it. found it. I found it. I found it. I found it. All right. So now it's a very long thing, but then it's very long, very long, very, very long. But then let's just read. Let's read. Let's read. Let's read. Let me share my screen so that you can see my screen. Hello, can everyone see my screen? Huh? Can you see my
Yes,
screen?
sir.
Okay, thank you. All right, so here is the starting of the
Yes, sir.
whatever. I didn't put headline. Yeah? Do you have a question?
Sir.
Okay, so I did not put an headline because it's a social media post. And on social media, if you put an headline, most people would not read your post. That's on social media. All right, so that's why it has no headline. Now, I just started by telling them their problem. I just started immediately. You find it hard to express yourself because you're afraid of being rejected. You hate the way rejection makes you feel. So you just keep quiet and mind your business all the time. Even if what they are talking about is your business, you don't care. You will still keep quiet because you know no matter what you say or how you say it, people will condemn your point of view. You are in a meeting, whether in church or in school or among your friends, and everyone is giving their nice suggestions in that meeting except you. It's not like nothing is coming to your mind, though. In fact, you have an idea that could help what you guys are discussing, and you want to talk. But again, for the fear of being criticized, you keep quiet instead. Then all of a sudden, one of the guys in the meeting calls your name and asks, "What do you think? Do you have anything to add? Any suggestions?" And as soon as he said that, all eyes are on you. Everyone's staring at you. You're feeling uncomfortable. Your heart is beating heavily. Your body is behaving funny. Your hands are shaking. Your mind is telling you to say what's in your mind, to tell them about the idea you have. But you know, if you attempt to say anything at that moment, it's either you talk so fast that no one understands what you're saying, or worse, you have a shaky voice and start stammering. So, in order to not make a fool of yourself, you just told them, "No, I don't have anything to add." And just like that, the meeting continues and a battle starts in your mind. Your mind is angry with you. It's fighting you to tell them the truth. Your mind keeps nudging you to tell them what you think. After all, they are not going to kill you. Deep down, you know your mind is right. You should tell them about the brilliant idea and suggestion you have to share with the rest of the team. But you can't bring yourself to do that. You are afraid of what others will say. You don't know what blah, 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 blah. So what I was doing there was I showed them the pain, then I started agitating the pain. I started agitating the pain. I started painting the picture of the pain in their mind and blah 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 blah. Then at the end, I recommended my solution. That is the PAS formula. Pain, agitate, and solution. Pain, agitate, and solution. Do you understand? And that's the most popular one. But then if you want to build like this is what a lot of people use. I mean, like it's not that common. I mean, it's not as common as AIDA. A lot of people use AIDA, AIDA. That's attention, interest, desire, and action. Blah blah. People use that, but PAS, a lot of people don't really use it. They don't know how to use it because they don't know how to research. Research is what makes what's the code? Is what makes your copy powerful. So how do you research? Well, you go to sites like Nairaland, like Reddit, and like Quora to make your research, to make your researches. Let's take, for instance, I want to research. Let me show you my screen. Let me show you my screen. Are you seeing my screen, everyone? Wow, I didn't know you guys are seeing my screen. Oh, thank you for that. Quora.com, Reddit.com, then Nairaland.com. I just hope you guys are getting this now. I hope you guys are getting this.
Yes, sir.
My screen is not visible. This is serious. So, is it visible now?
No,
No.
sir.
This is serious. How about now? Okay. Anytime I'm on Telegram, it's not visible because of the settings, because of the group settings, the channel settings. The channel setting does not
It's
allow.
now visible, sir.
Yeah, the channel setting on Telegram is not visible. Yes, that's why. Oh, all right, no problems. Okay, so let's go to Quora. So let's assume we want to write a copy for people who find it difficult to read and understand. People who find it difficult to read and understand. So we'll go to something like I find it hard, read, understand, or no, difficult. Difficult is the keyword. Difficult, read, understand. The keywords. Then Quora. Then you put Quora. You put Quora if you want to search up. So this is when I read, I found it difficult to understand. That's a question. This is so that's Quora. That's like the only stuff on Quora. So I'm clicking on Quora now. I'm about to read this guy's story because I want to read their story to be able to understand the pain of those people, the pain of people who find it difficult to read and understand. Do you understand? So blah 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 blah. This guy just wrote blah blah blah. How do I difficult to understand them? Blah blah blah. Why can't I understand things easily? People explain small things and I struggle. What should I do? Is that dyslexia? So this one now, I've seen words to use. Why I can't understand things easily. People explain simple things and I struggle to understand. You see, like so I can begin to build a story from that, just that word. This I can begin to build a story like, do you find it difficult to read and understand? Okay. In a class, so you can begin to paint a picture. In a class, everybody understands what the teacher is explaining, but it all sounds like Korean language or Chinese to you. No matter how hard you try to understand it, you just don't get it. In fact, after the class, you might have to go and meet some of your friends to explain it to you. And even after they've understood it like ABC, you still find it difficult to understand. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. So now that I've come here, let's assume that I've read this place because of our time. I can't go through all these things. So let's assume that I have read through all of this place. All right, then I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to Google. Then I'm going to click Reddit. I'm going to type Reddit. Reddit. So Reddit, I don't understand what I read until I've read until I've read it 5 times. 5 times. Why can't I comprehend any book I read? Why is reading and comprehension difficult for me? Can you see all of these things? So I begin to click on all of them. I'm 24 and I have difficulty reading. Could I use some uplifting words? I like this one because it looks like a story. I like this also, I can't understand what I read. Okay, so I like all of this because it will allow other people to be able to contribute, and some of them will even share their story of how they overcame it. Do you understand? So I'm going to click on this one. I'm 24. I have difficulty reading. Could I use some words? So now this is this guy's story. You see, this guy's story. So I'm going to read his story, read his story, read his story. Can you see it's long? I'm going to read his story, but then I'm going to click on the comments here. Click on the comments here to actually read some of the comments and see what the people are saying. So that's why I told you that, from day one, was it day one or day two? I told you, I said, copywriting is actually 80% research, but 20% writing. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to spend my time, most of my time, I'm going to spend it researching and reading and getting to know the pain of those people. Because without understanding their pain, I can't like, if I don't understand their pain, I can't give them the solution they need. So I have to understand their pain so that when they are reading my copy, they'll be like, this person understands what I'm going through. Wow, 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 wow. So people think that once you understand what they are going through, and the person is like, that's why when we're talking and someone is trying to complain to you and the person's like, you don't understand. A lot of things are happening to me lately. I mean, this and that lately. Oh, blah, 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 blah. The first thing an older person or wise man would say is, I actually understand everything that you're saying. Both the ones you've said, and the ones you've not said, I understand. But here it is. So because people will listen to you when they find out that you understand what they are going through. Oh, I'm telling you, once people find out that you understand their problem, they will listen to you. They will even give you their money just to listen to the solution. Do you understand? So your work now as a copywriter is to go to Reddit and Quora to read as many things as possible about what you want to write. Read as many as possible to understand the pain of this people. You're looking for their story. About the menstruation thing, you go to Quora, you type menstruation pain, Quora, or you put my story, menstruation pain, Quora. So you read all of those things. You look at the pain that the person is going through, what the person says. You look at all those words. So you take all those words and begin to put them in your copy. Begin to put them in your copy. Now it's stressful. Yes, we all know it's stressful, but then at least you get the results that you're looking for. So let's go to Naira Land. So after going to Quora, because sometimes you might not see what you're looking for on Quora, you have to check Reddit. Sometimes you might not see what you're looking for on Quora and Reddit, you have to check Naira Land. Sometimes you don't see it on Naira Land, you see it on Reddit. Sometimes you don't see it on Reddit, you see it on Quora. Sometimes you don't see it anywhere there. You go to YouTube and look for stories like that. Sometimes you don't see it anywhere at all. So you begin to think, okay, you begin to imagine that it's you. Begin to imagine that, okay, if I'm the one that is finding it difficult to read and understand, okay, have I met someone that finds it difficult to read and understand before? Okay, I'm writing a copy for people who have menstrual cramps. Okay, do I have a friend that has menstrual cramps? How does she behave? So you will write as if you are writing to that your friend. You will write your copy as if you are writing to that your friend that goes through menstrual cramps. Oh, do I have a friend that finds it difficult to read and understand? Then you begin to write your copy as if you are writing to that your friend. All those things that your friend used to do, that used to happen to them, you will describe them. You write them down. So that's how you present your copy to them. Do you understand? So let's talk about Naira Land now. So Reddit, after Reddit, you go to Naira Land. Naira Land. So how to read and understand a difficult course before exam, smart ways to read and understand higher grade, I have a problem with reading with understanding when reading. Okay, you click on that. Let's click on that. That looks like what we're looking for. Naira Land. I know this is not the right section to post this. I decided to post it on family section, and I believe it will gain more audience or views. My forthcoming exam is coming up by March, which is German. I art student, and because I'm going for international studies and blah, 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 blah. I read this subject. I find it difficult to comprehend when I'm reading. I spend like 5 minutes on one page trying to. I spent like 5 minutes on one page trying to get the definition, but still can't enter my head. That's a description. Sometimes then you begin to put it in your copy. Sometimes you find it difficult. Sometimes you spend like 5 more minutes on one page trying to get the definition, but it's not entering your mind. Sometimes you get distracted easily, even when you've told yourself that you're going to focus and you're going to read without distraction. Sometimes, you begin to mention all those things that people used to go through. Blah, 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 blah. Do you understand? So that's the problem. So that's about researching. And then, so you're researching. Okay, thank you. I just saw what you wrote on Telegram now. Said we can see it when you navigate, but the web page isn't visible. All right, thank you. Let me stop sharing my screen though. Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, so now let's talk about how to make money as a copywriter. There are different ways to make money as a copywriter. Oh, there are different ways. There are plenty different ways to make money as a copywriter. Okay, but I'm going to give you just maybe one or two. All right. Number one way to make money as a copywriter is to sell in fact, the only way to make money as a copywriter is to sell a digital product. Sell a digital product or any product. Sell any product, but make sure it's online. All right. Make sure it's online. Are you listening? Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here it is. Go and write an ebook. I have an ebook that I wrote. How to overcome low self-esteem. The ebook is for people who want to overcome low self-esteem and they're tired of blah 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 blah. Okay. So the book is just 1,000 naira, 1,500, 3,000 naira. Well, the price changes as I think fit. Sometimes I sell it 3K, sometimes I sell it 1,500, sometimes I sell it 1,000 naira as I want. Okay. If you come to me and then you beg me with 1K and I don't feel like my angel is telling me, guy, don't sell it to 1K. I'll tell you it's 5K and or 3K and that's the last price. Because the book works. That's why I have that boldness and confidence. So that's that. But here it is. You can write a book. You're a writer, you're a copywriter. So you can write a book for people who find it difficult to read and understand. All right. You can write a book on on how to make money, or write a book on copywriting, or write a book on personal development. There are different books you can write. You can write a book and begin to sell the book with your copywriting skill. All right. That's one way to make money. Another way to make money is you can have a skill. All right. Like you can combine it with your skill. Maybe you sell attachments, you sell weave on, you sell weight loss equipment, weight loss supplements, you sell sex enhancing supplements, you sell you sell services. Maybe you're a graphic designer or you're blah blah blah. So you can use your copywriting skill to improve that, to make more sales. All right, that's that. Another way to make money as a copywriter is to work as an affiliate marketer. Actually, most affiliate marketers are copywriters. In fact, yes, in fact, all affiliate marketers are copywriters. All affiliate marketers, all of them are copywriters. There's no affiliate marketer that cannot do copywriting. So once you're a copywriter, boom, you can do affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is not hard. You don't need to use money to register for affiliate marketing before you uh before you join affiliate marketing. You don't need to. You don't need it. Anybody that is telling you you need money to do affiliate marketing, the person is lying to you. You don't need money. All you need is a coach, someone who does affiliate marketing. I'm sorry, someone that has a course. All right. Let's say I have a course now. I told you I have a book. Okay. So you can come to me and ask me, sir, your book, how much do you sell your book? And then I tell you I sell my book 3,000 naira or 1,000 naira. Then you can ask me, sir, can I affiliate for your books? For your books. And I'll tell you, yes, you can affiliate for my book. But here it is. And then, so what will be your own profit? So I can tell you, we'll do it 50-50. I'll take 500 naira, you take 500 naira, or I'll take 1,500, you take 1,500, or 60-40, or 70-30, or whatever. So that's it. So I'll register you as an affiliate under me. So then you start to take the ebook as if it's your ebook. Then you start selling it. You sell to somebody, you get paid, I get paid. Do you understand? So affiliate marketing is not hard. That's basically what affiliate marketing is. You don't need to go to expertner, what's it called now? Lenoflix or all these things. I'm forgetting all of their names there. You don't need to register all of those things to become an affiliate marketer. You can just find a product. If Mr. Fortunatus, if he has a product, you can just ask him, sir, do you have a product that I can affiliate for? If he has one, he will tell you. If he doesn't, he will tell you he doesn't have a product. If he has a product, you register under him, he will know what to do, because if he's a marketer, he will know what to do. And then you start making money, he's making money. So that's another way to make money as a copywriter. Another way to make money as a copywriter is to work as a freelancer. And I've already explained that you work as a freelancer on either Fiverr, freelance.com, or Upwork. Now, all of these things, those ones are another journey on themselves. Like working as an affiliate marketer now, that's another journey on itself. You need to learn some skills, all right, on how to generate leads and all of those things to be able to work very well and earn money as a copywriter working as affiliate marketer. That's, by the way, there's no thing you want to do in your life when it comes to making money online, and you will not need to know how to generate leads. If you don't know how to generate leads, you're setting yourself up for failure. Your business will not thrive. If you're not getting people to come to your DM every day saying they want to be part of you, or they want you to save their number, or they want to get a free gift from you. If you're not getting new people to DM you every day, you will not make enough sales. You'll always be hungry. You'll always suffer. That, and the cure to that is lead generation. All right. I have a course on that. If you want the course, you can DM me or whatever. I don't know, but that's by the way. And so that's it. That's another journey on its own. So freelance.com, upwork.com, fiverr.com. These things are those ones too are other journey on their own. All right. I don't really like Fiverr. I don't like Fiverr because the site is saturated, crazily saturated, not so trustworthy like that. I don't like the site because a lot of people, you need a lot of capital to start Fiverr. Now, I know that's strange, that's shocking to people, but it's the truth. Most people will not tell you that, but it's the truth. You have to buy reviews, which I don't like. I don't like it, but you have to buy reviews, otherwise you're not going to get clients. So I'll rather recommend Upwork. All right, I'll rather recommend Upwork. All right, so Upwork, you can get clients from Upwork, and there are trainings. There are people who have courses that will help you make money from Upwork, get clients on Upwork and Fiverr and freelance.